Hey everybody, this is My Collectibles, and we have got a really great comic book coming to VV, and I'm going to give you the full breakdown of it right here. Here is the first look. It is Spider-Man #1, Ultimate Comics Spider-Man #1, with the first, issue of Miles Morales' first solo series. This is a really nice comic. It's really actually quite scarce, the drop they're giving us. I mean, the drop numbers are absolutely perfect if you ask me, and I think this one's going to do really, really well. And I'll give you some of the history behind it. I'll give you like how much it's worth in the IRL imprint, and the variants that we're getting are quite valuable for a modern age comic. So if you do like this video, make sure you hit like and comment down below. Are you going for this one? I mean, it's an absolute no-brainer for me. You got to go for it. You know, it mimics another comic in the Amazing Spider-Man series. I'll tell you about that and the importance of this one moving forward. But let's get into this. I'm going to do the article review. Here it is right here. You can see, I'll put a link to this in the description of the video, as I always do, right? But it's the first appearance of the Prowler, Aaron Davis, which is Miles's uncle, of course. Ultimate Comics Spider-Man #1. So this drops on Tuesday the 16th. Today is the 12th when I'm doing this video. So you have a few days to prepare right here, but it's an absolute no-brainer. Look at the cover right there. Looks amazing as the common cover. And then the uncommon has got that nice isolated, Miles Morales in black and white around the rest of it. And then, of course, we got the Pichelli variants right here. This is one that is, exists in print. And I'll show you that in just a second right here. And that's the rare. There's the ultra rare. This is the one that exists in print right here. The rare is actually just a decolorized version, which is really cool. And then, of course, we have the secret rare, which also exists in print. And this one is amazing. Now, check this out, you guys. $6.99, 6,000 editions. This is awesome. This is so good. Look at the secret rares at 150 before they take away their ones they hold back. So this is going to be ultra, ultra scarce. It's going to do very well in the aftermarket, if you ask me. And this secret rare is going to be quite sought after. And I'm going to show you why. There's a couple of reasons why, because this one does, like I said, exist in print. Now, check it out right here. This is how much the regular newsstand edition common cover right here goes for, in print. This is a good reference guide just to show you, right? A 9.8, about $500 US. Not bad, excuse me. Not bad for a modern age comic. Came out in 2011, right after Ultimate Fallout 4. I'm going to talk about that and the importance of that. You can see there's about 3,200 graded on it. So it's very popular, big market cap. One of these comics that you can go pick out actually at a good price right now, if you want to get ahead of this thing. Now, check this out right here. Here is the variant right here, the Pichelli unmasked variant. Now, this is the ultra rare that we're getting in the app, okay? So check this out. 9.8 goes for 1,150 US. And this is, like I said, a modern age comic. So this one is a variant that exists in print, and now we're getting it in VV as the ultra rare. But here is the secret rare as well. This one also exists in print. This is great. This one goes for $1,750 at a 9.8 in US dollars in print. So this one also is very, very valuable for a modern age comic. And we're getting both. You can see right here in the app, and this is going to be super scarce, this one. If you have a chance to pick this one up, I would pick it up as quick as you can. I know I am. I mean, I'm going to go for the drop as many times as I can to try to land this one and that ultra rare right there. And then, of course, I'll go for my 3-digit common, and maybe I'll even stack a few depending on if people dump these, right? But I don't think that's going to happen right here. Now, I want to talk about the importance of this comic for a second right here, just to reference it, just to let you know where it sort of stands. So, we have Amazing Fantasy 15, right? That's the first appearance of Spider-Man, Peter Parker. And then what followed after that is the Amazing Spider-Man #1 comic, which is not the first appearance of Peter Parker, but that's the first of his solo issue. This comic book is the same kind of thing. We have Miles Morales doing Ultimate Fallout 4. That's where his first appearance came from. And then following it, just like Amazing Spider-Man #1 followed Amazing Fantasy 15, we have this comic. That is what this is, okay? It's basically the start of the solo series. So you're going to want to get your hands on this one for sure if you're a Miles collector in the app. And they made it super rare and scarce with the 6,000 editions total, so it's going to be a good one. Check it out on eBay. If you want to go pick up a like a copy of these on eBay, you can see that we have one right here for about 40 to 50 bucks on this unmasked variant. But check it out. This is ungraded, right? Look at this one over here. If you wanted to go for a Secret Wars 8, there is a variant of that, right? That would have been fun if we got that in the app as well, but that's okay. These ones are the best right here. It's about 50 to 60 bucks right there. If you just want to get a raw copy, you can pick up a common right there, right? So, it's not super cheap, but it is accessible in print for sure. But I got to tell you, this one right here is going to be, more valuable. Okay, this one right here is going to be quite valuable compared to most comics in the app. So let's do the price predictions on this one right here. Now I'm going to start right at the top of the Secret. I think this one eventually goes to about 500 bucks right there. If you look at Secret Wars 8, okay, that comic right there is very scarce as well, but this one's even scarcer. And this one's is, first solo series of Miles. I think this one, once people gobble it up, could reach that 500 level. I think day one, probably about 250 though. I think you'll be able to pick it up around 2 to 250, somewhere in that range. If you can get it under 200, I think you're going to be doing really well. But I think over time, as it gets gobbled up, because there's only 150 variants that are even existed, and then they hold them back as well. So I think this one hits around 400 to 500 right there. The ultra rare, I think, is going to be more accessible right there at day one. I think you'll get it for about 30 to 40, somewhere in that range. But I do think it's going to climb up over 50 over time. Just my predictions. You guys let me know what you think. I think you'll be able to pick up the rare for about 18 to 20, somewhere in that range. But it's going to creep up, like I said, to about 40 over time. And then the uncommon, I think, goes over retail. I think this one goes for about 8 or 9. And I think the common also goes for around that, somewhere in that range, around 8, 9, or 10 right there in that range. Now, we will be able to get some of these right off the bat for under retail, in my opinion. So make sure you're watching. If you want to stack some of these, it could be a good play for you. Now, I could be wrong. Maybe this, maybe nobody likes this comic at all, but I think it's going to sell out in 2 seconds flat. And I think it's going to be really great. These variants right here, as long as you know about them, just know that they're very sought after. They have really great value IRL. And this comic is like Amazing Spider-Man #1 in the Miles Morales story. Okay, so it's quite important. And it's definitely one to keep your eyes on. Now it's time for you to let me know your thoughts. Give me your price predictions, what you're going to do, what your plan is, and good luck on the drop. Hopefully I land that secret rare. Anyway, I'll see you in the next video, and happy collecting.